Hello and welcome to News 500. I'm Stephen Allen.
And I'm Steve Gribbin.
And these are the headlines.
A man was thrown off a train for extracting electricity to power his mobile phone. Police say he was released without charge.
A Wetherspoons pub in Derby has banned under fives, leading to concerns the tots will have to drink at home.
Wimbledon finishes and I don't give a shit.
There's a deal in Greece over the Eurozone, but critics claim the deal to keep the Greeks in the Euro may not be worth the paper it's written on. Come to that, the Euro's not worth the paper it's written on.
Perhaps the Greeks could use sterling rather than the euro to bail them out. Raheem Sterling, that is. The price of 145 of him would solve their debt. But there again, they've probably got enough left-wingers.
You seem bitter.
Yes, I am. Happy at Man City, are you, Sterling? Hey, hope you're happy.
The new Greek finance minister, Euclid Sakalotos, has been forced by the IMF to change his name to Sakalotos Staff.
Following industrial action by London Underground, the Daily Mail described the average London striker as money-grabbing, lazy, good-for-nothing, interested only in lining his own pockets. They were talking about Raheem Sterling, weren't they, eh? Got a nice blue shirt on. I'm so happy to be here.
Let it go, dude. Rupert Murdoch has challenged Donald Trump's claims that all Mexican immigrants are rapists. Well, he would say that because he is one. An immigrant.
He's not Mexican? No?
Oh, he's got the look, though.
Yeah. Mexican drugs kingpin Joaquim El Chapo Guzman escaped from prison on Sunday. Authorities in Mexico are at a loss as to his whereabouts, although Donald Trump is said to be bricking himself.
I'm sure he pays people to brick him for him.
Yes, yeah. They're cheaper, aren't they? Evidence, yeah.
A hatred of British people, a strong, violent tendency, and a true belief that no matter what they do, they're always in the right. The government have finally urged Britons to avoid all travel to France.
After reports that the British Army sacks 480 soldiers a year for drug offences, including ecstasy, cocaine and ketamine, the equine tranquiliser, a spokesman for the Horse Guards was unavailable for comment, having been asleep for 3 weeks.
Do you know, I tried ketamine once.
What was it like?
The pressure group Action on Sugar pledged to accelerate their campaign on taxing sugary drinks this year. They apologised for their slowness last year, but said for some reason they didn't seem to have the energy.
And now our News 500 ball boy, Mark Daniels, with his Minority Report.
Thanks, Steve. There's been controversy at Wimbledon as critics say Serena Williams looks like a man. And let's face it, she's not helping herself out by being so selfishly good at sport like that, and by having William in her surname. The Daily Mail, well known for their support of women as long as they are white, skinny, feminine, and in a designer dress that one of the random journalists approves of, tackled the issue head on by showing lots of pictures of her in dresses to prove she's a woman. Presumably they've missed the point that maybe Serena wasn't on the court to look nice and feminine for random Twitter wankers, but whoever let the point get in the way of a good Daily Mail story. Many say people target Serena because she's black, and there were more racism cries at Wimbledon after Lewis Hamilton was rejected from the Royal Box. Of course, that's ridiculous. He was only invited to the Royal Box in the first place because he's black, and we only let Serena win Wimbledon because she's black. Djokovic obviously won because he's black too. It's how positive discrimination works. You balance the negative with the positive. I mean, you can't have everything. And I've only been asked to do this report because I'm a black woman. Well, I'm from southeast London and I quite like hip-hop, and I'm certainly more woman than Serena will ever be, because I'm skinny and shit at tennis. Back to you in the studio.
French firm PIP, which was found guilty of mixing concrete into its solution for breast implants in 2010, has said that opposition to its practice has hardened.
You know, I applied for compensation from them. They said tough titties.
At least they were firm.
Having lost his libel case over groping, Freddie Starr has shed new light on the story Freddie Starr ate my hamster. It turns out the hamster got off lightly.
Serbian Prime Minister Aleksandar Vučić attended the Srebrenica memorial service and was pelted with shoes. A Serbian diplomat said he had only sustained light injuries, as many of the people the Serbian army had mutilated and maimed only had one shoe to throw.
Vinnie Jones is set to star in a Hollywood remake of The Magnificent Seven. He'll appear in the credits as Best Grip.
Police in Stirling...
It's just going to be another one of those Raheem things. Let it go.
No. Police in Stirlingshire in Scotland have denied that 999 equals the number of days before they'll answer a phone call.
A woman crashed her car into a seafood delivery vehicle in Bristol this week because she was aggressively masturbating.
I thought women were good at multitasking. Men, of course, are outstanding car wankers.
Ugh, try not to look at him when he's aggressively masturbating.
Well, now that's what I call a gear stick.
88-year-old June Brown has vowed to go on playing Doc Cotton on EastEnders well into her 90s. Or if she dies, she can come back 10 years later having miraculously survived drowning in a canal.
Nick, are you dead, Nick? Are you alive? The Conservative government has said they plan to reduce the amount of sugar in fizzy drinks by a spoonful. In their case, a silver spoonful.
Little Mix have said they don't need to act sexy to have hit singles. This is where we'd usually do a pun about a Little Mix song title, but we don't know any Little Mix songs. Maybe they should try and act sexy after all.
Or either that or aggressively masturbate.
Yeah.
Prince Philip caused controversy last week by using the F word in public. The palace have issued a statement that said, let's just be grateful it wasn't the N word.
Let's be grateful he wasn't aggressively masturbating.
Corgis.
A new study claims that heavy smoking may cause schizophrenia. 12 out of 10 schizophrenics said they didn't notice because the voices in their head were too busy coughing.
It appears that rapper 50 Cent does not actually have 50 cents, as he files for bankruptcy owing $50 million in the US.
He had to pay $5 million to a woman after he put her sex tape online. Do you know, I got in trouble for putting my sex tape online. And that is why I am banned from John Lewis IT department, Welwyn Garden City. Damn you, Darren.
You know what my favourite sex tape is? Ducked. Mind you, isn't 50 Cent the get rich or die trying guy?
Yeah, it's a better title for an album than Filing Under Chapter 11 to Protect My Motherfucking Assets, y'all. That's it for this week's News 500, the week's news in 500 seconds.
Raheem, why? Why, Raheem, why?